Let's take a look at creating circles and arcs. There are two types of circles in the drop-down menu of the toolbar, a center point circle and a 3-point circle. The ellipse command is also in this drop-down, but we will be covering that in the future. We'll start with a center point circle. While in a sketch, click the center point circle command from the toolbar. Then move your cursor to where you want the center of the circle to be. Then left-click and move the cursor again, and you'll see the circle. After you're satisfied with the circle's size, left-click one more time, and the circle is placed. Now let's discuss the 3-point circle. The 3-point circle is created by clicking 3 times to establish 3 points on your circle. So move your cursor to where you want the first point, and left-click. Then move your cursor to where you want the second point, and left-click. Finally, do this one more time, move your cursor to where you want the final point, and left-click. Now you have a 3-point circle. Notice for each mouse click, a point is created on the circle. These points become useful later when we begin discussing constraints. So next, let's talk about creating arcs. There are 3 types of arcs in the drop-down menu of the toolbar: 3-point arcs, tangent arcs, and center point arcs. We'll start with a 3-point arc. First, click the 3-point arc command from the toolbar. Then move your cursor to where you want your arc to start. Left-click to start the arc, then move your cursor to where you want the arc to end, and left-click again. The final step is to move your cursor in or out to determine the size of the radius. After you're satisfied with the size of the radius, left-click one final time. The next arc on our list is the tangent arc. Unlike the other arcs, the tangent arc must be created at the end of some other sketch geometry. This is so that it can create a tangent constraint to whatever it's attached to. So in this example, we have a line, and we want to create a tangent arc at the end of it. I'll select the tangent arc command from the toolbar, then left-click the end point of the line. Then move my cursor to where I want the arc to end, and left-click again, and I have my arc. The last arc is the center point arc. To create a center point arc, select the command from the toolbar, then move your cursor to where you want the center point of the arc to be. Left-click to establish the arc center, then move your cursor to where you want the first point of the arc. Left-click to start the arc, then move your cursor to where you want the arc to end, and left-click again.